Hey, that sucks, bro. Be careful, too short. Screen past the barking is slow. What is this steering on limited?
I need no more.
Let me get y'all doing now.
Type shit. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Oh, good throwing knife, Eveyon. Get through the...
This nigga Bradbury just fucking PI'd this nigga fucking Nakua on.
Poop ass nigga. Fuck on his ass. I'm in this nigga's ass. Oh wait, I'm dead. I lied about everything I said. So where are these niggas that was shooting up here? Come on, brother. I'm just not one of them. Yo, YouTube, welcome to the official movement, guy. We're gonna close this door real quick because somebody's looking at me. I wish I can go on Rebirth Island private match by myself, but I'm not able to, or this will be the greatest guide of all time. So we have to do it in game. But no, bro, on keyboard and mouse especially, bro, run around with your knife out. Like, always have your knife out. You can move around faster. You got unlimited attack sprint with it. You feel me? And when you're sliding down these steps and stuff, bro, you don't have to look. You could just slide backwards, slide left, slide right. I do wish they made these actions a little more fluid and a little more easier to activate. I know they keep making updates on it and everything and saying they are, but it's just still still iffy sometimes. You still dead slide sometimes, but like stuff like this, you don't have to, when you're running from somebody, you don't have to turn around, hit this corner anymore. You could just, you feel me? You could just slide forward, slide backwards. Like, you don't even gotta, you can slide in any direction now. And when you're running around, bro, keep that knife out, bro. But always be ready to switch to that SMG, especially if it's an SMG. Always be ready to switch to it. You feel me? I know I got an AS Val right now, and that's technically an AR, but I built it like an SMG, so same situation. But always run around with that knife out, bro. I'm gonna show y'all the best class to run after this as well. Oh, this is the guy that was looking at me. I'm gonna show y'all the best class setup and everything after this too. Ever, especially on this Warzone. But I just want to show you a couple things, man. A couple zip plays and everything, man. You can really mess with this zip. Like, you can keep hopping on and off the zip if you need to. Like, it's gonna help you out. It can go take it back down. It's actually faster to take it back down than it is to go up. And I wish I could sit in a private match on Rebirth and actually like show these things a little better, but it's just stuff like that I showed you in the pregame. Like, say you got somebody down there, for example, bro. If you slide backwards onto this stairwell and then look that way, bro, it's There's so many different things I wish I could show y'all if I had a chance to open up a private match, but of course you need 35 players minimum, and right now Rebirth Island is disabled in a private match, so I can't even go in there and show you guys those things. But I really wish I could right now, because it would make this process much easier. But instead I'm gonna try to get in here and see what I can do though. This thing gets you out of so many situations right here, bro. It gets you out of and back into so many situations. Where'd this guy even go? There's a ship over here. For example, say I wanted to go over here, fuck with him. Look how easily I can get over here now. Oh, I'm out of the combat zone. Oh, he got one too, see? See what I'm saying? Look, I just proved my point right there. Go Q. When I might have to finally try this jump. I'm forgetting I'm not in like solos or something though. Whenever I solo queue, I just want to see if I can get my loadout and try a couple things. My throwing knife is glitched. No, seriously though, everything from the intro I'm showing you, from my clips, it's just stuff you need to try. Like every dive, it won't let me YY anymore, but every dive that you make, like any dive like this, like you can make all those plays. Like if I would have sniped, I probably would have had if I'd actually shot that snipe, I probably would have had a good chance of hitting that guy down there, because you can make those type of plays now. But like I was saying though, anytime you could take zips, bro, take those zips, get to a new spot, bro. Just keep moving. You really just got to keep moving. You just got to learn to use your movement. See how it works best for you, bro. You can slide down these stairs. You can slide down backwards and fight somebody. If you can, like, it all works in your favor. And you can slide sideways too, especially if you got an independent keybind on slide. Like you could just slide sideways. You never have to turn forward. Like you can run backwards, slide backwards. Like it's so nice. I wish it was a little more fluent than what it is. Like obviously they didn't make it the most fluent, unfortunately, but like even me right there, I still struggle sometimes yo, why can I not see him? I still struggle with it too sometimes. Like instead of just sliding left or right, I'll look left or right first and then I'll slide. But you don't need to do that anymore because of the new mechanics. But it takes a little bit of time to get used to. You feel me? Obviously, we all know like all these simple jump spots. Like we've been doing these jump spots for the longest, so it's nothing groundbreaking when you do these. But like, say somebody's over in this room and you're over in that room, and you do the little jump outside there back into that window. Like it's just little stuff that you got to try out yourself just to see if you can. Say you know your opponent's over there and you're like, oh man, he's over there, but he's watching the door. Oh, it don't matter. Okay. It don't matter if he's watching the door, because you could just go this way real quick and still catch him off guard anyway. So it's like, oh, boom. Easy kill, you feel me? It's just simple things like that you just gotta look around the map, learn the map, try out yourself. Like it's all things I saw somebody else doing. I'm like, oh, let me adapt that, put it into my game, put my own swag on it type shit. It's not like none of these shit to be original. Every time somebody gets something from somebody, like I'm not gonna say it's stolen because we all make it our own style, but like, bro, everything's been done already, bro. Rebirth has been the same, unfortunately, for the longest time. But with that being said, though, I'm gonna get into my settings. I'm gonna break those down, and then we're gonna talk about this recent update because that shit was terrible, my boy. That shit's ass. All right, let's get right into my settings real quick. I know a lot of you probably have seen my settings, but if you're new here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below any questions that you do have or anything like that. But let's get right into it, though. My DPI is 3K off the rip. My mouse sensitivity is 3. My ADS multiplier is 0.7. We want to go into the advanced tab, the sensitivity, transition timing, gradual, legacy. We're going to run through this because it's gonna be quick, you know. I know right now there's a lot of bugs in the game, so a couple things are a little messed up, but other than that, the only time I really use this walk button is if there's like a ledge and I need to like fall down into a specific spot and I don't want to run past it too far. I try to use H if I remember, but other than that, I don't use it very often. V, this is my dedicated melee button. It's right there where my thumb can press it, right by my space bar. So that's a very nice spot for that joint to be at. We don't need to go for vehicle settings. I barely get in vehicle, scoreboard, none of that. You feel me? When it comes to sprint assist, you do want your sprint assist on. If you're a person that doesn't like to hit shift all the time, you can have your assist on if you want to, but if not, obviously just hit shift. You want corner slicing off. You don't want your gun turning left and right whenever you hit in the corner. Like we don't want all that. Oh, this on toggle. I got this on partial because sometimes you just get thrown over stuff that you don't want to be thrown over, and it still needs, that shit needs a lot of work as well. Make sure your sprint restores. Make sure your slide maintains your sprint. You don't want your mantles to cancel your reload. You don't want that. You want this on independent for sure. You definitely want that on independent. Combat behavior. Like I said, if you want to copy any settings down, go ahead. But if not, it's these are very like general settings, and everybody has their own stuff. You can look at other people's settings, and nobody's has all the same keybinds. Like that's not. It's all preference based. You feel me? But obviously, I still like to show mine just in case. Wow, this was only at 70, bro. Did they just change that? My joint was at 70, bro. It was supposed to be at 90. Yeah, they probably just changed that the other day. What is this? Yeah, bro, they definitely changed some stuff on yesterday's update, but sorry about that. But other than that, though, obviously 120 field of view, affected, wide. You make sure your first and third person camera movement is at the least, or you're gonna have more motion than we already have with these guns, because they're honestly terrible with the motion that they do have. Is very bad. But other than that, bro, make sure you aim train, make sure you get a lot of hours in, make sure you're trying new stuff. If you constantly sit there and play the same way and try the same things, you're never gonna get better. You have to force yourself to get better. I used to, even me myself, after 4 years of playing keyboard and mouse, I used to just play solos and solo duos back in Warzone 1, 2. And then once I got to 3, I'm like, all right, let me get out of my comfort zone. I started playing solo trios. I started playing solo quads, and that's when I really started to see improvements, me being able to take out teams, me being able to like outplay 4 or 3 players at once. Like you get one down, you push, get a second down, get out of there, stem, get a third down. Last guy's always going to be the nail biter, though. That's always going to be the hardest one because you probably have taken damage and he probably hasn't. So just learning how to play those plays as best you can and stuff like that. You just got to learn to push yourself. Like you really do. Like that's really what it comes down to. Once you learn to push yourself a little farther than you have before, like that's when you're really going to start to see improvement. Because until then, like solos, I can sit here and play solos and kill one person all day. Like that's the easiest shit ever. Like it might not result in the highest kills if I'm not moving around the map fast enough, but I can sit there and kill one guy on a team all day. Like the odds of me losing just a one-on-one is much more rare than me losing a 1v4. You feel me? So right now I'm running my AS Val. I think this video is going to come out either Wednesday or Friday. I'm not sure. I got a couple videos lined up that I've been editing these last couple days. Wish my MW3 fucking camo would stay on here, but it keeps changing back to that one. So sorry if you keep seeing the same camo on the car. I can't control it right now. But I just prestige, so I don't have all the perks unlocked that I usually would use, but dexterity for sure. I don't know how much weapon motion reduction it does, but it doesn't really do much, and you take like a little less fall damage. I think these perks suck. I personally, in my humblest opinion, I feel as if Warzone should not be perk based. You should be given all the perks, and then specialist on top should boost those perks. I think that is the best way to do it to keep the game consistent and flowing the best. Because it feels terrible when you drop in with 0 perks. You can't swap your weapons fast. You can't do nothing. Like that makes no sense to me. Warzone should not be perk based. Like it shouldn't. That's a multiplayer thing. Warzone, Call of Duty needs to get better at splitting up multiplayer and Warzone. Like we shouldn't be worried about cold-blooded and stuff in here, but Sprinter, if you're not very good at pulling out your knife and running around, you want to run Sprinter. But if you are good at pulling it out, once they fix quick fix is going to be definitely the wave to run. And then I like gun ho, but I've been running Resolute and I've been seeing a lot of a difference in that. So I think I'm gonna keep running Resolute for a little longer. I'm gonna keep switching back and forth, but you can't go wrong with either one of those two. And then for classes, when it comes to SMGs, I don't like that they just copy my thing when I create a new, like just create a whole new one from scratch. But whenever it comes to classes though, for SMGs, this is usually how my setup is. It's gonna be the ported compensator 90% of the time, long barrel 90% of the time. You're gonna have the extended mag, the ergonomic grip, and then a no stock. The no stock is always going to give you that movement speed. The long barrel is going to keep you like steady at a distance if you get like that mid to longer range fight. And then the ergonomic grip is going to keep you on your good side with the aim down sight and speed to fire and your sprint to fire speed and all that stuff. And then, yeah, that's really how my class setups are always going to go. And then I'm always going to have these same attachments on my Car 98 if you want to copy those down. But also, when it comes to tacticals, of course, bro, you have to run the stem shot. It's actually pretty decent this year. I wish they would have never nerfed it because the way it came into the game was very good and I was enjoying it a lot. But now there's like a little weird thing that I don't know. It's like a little delay. They switched it back to 3 seconds or whatever, but it's like a little delay when it hits. And then, of course, you're lethal. You want to run a throwing knife. I don't know why my throwing knife. I think because I have this bundle, I can't permanently unlock my throwing knife, which makes no sense at all. Because I would just use a permanently unlocked token on it, but it won't let me unlock it. But yes, throwing knife for your lethal, of course. And then when it comes to wild cards, I wish these weren't a thing also. I wish, not that they weren't a thing, I wish overkill wasn't a thing. I wish you could have gunfighter, cool, equip gunfighter to your primary weapon, but your secondary still has to have 5 attachments. Okay, cool. But putting overkill into the game was just, why? Why did we do that? Why do we put overkill as a fucking wild card into the game when we had it as a default perk in Warzone? Man, I'm out of here.